What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. Just a little quick update on the Mercedes over here. Obviously, as you guys can see, it is still in the warehouse, and I've actually gotten some hits on it. I listed it for sale. I've actually had a decent amount of interest, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this thing ends up selling. For those of you guys out there that were complaining, saying I destroyed a classic, just Google these or search Craigslist, and there are a ton of these around. Trust me. They're all very overpriced, but there's a ton of them around. And, I mean, the engine still works. I think the tranny, like, there's nothing really wrong with it. I think there's just coolant in there, which according to Zach, I'm not a mechanic, he says that's like a super easy fix. So it's got a working drivetrain. And here's a funny story for you guys. So the other night after the off-road nights thing, I came back to the warehouse and I kind of forgot about the security system for, I don't know why. I just had a complete brain fart and it was late at night and I just, you know, strolled my happy butt on in the warehouse, completely disregarded that this thing is like armed like Fort Knox, and well, I triggered the alarm, but I didn't realize I triggered the alarm. And so by the time I realized I triggered the alarm and then canceled the alarm, you know, it was like a 2-minute time span, maybe. So I figure, all right, like no harm, no foul. Then I'm in the back of the warehouse over here, just cleaning up a little bit, grab all my stuff, and I'm, you know, strolling my happy butt on out the door to where right as I step outside the front door, there's police officer, police officer, police officer, canine unit. Everybody just like, boom, like hands on their hip right when they see me. So I open the door, see all these officers, and I'm like, holy crap, you guys have an amazingly fast response time. That's awesome. And they're like, who are you? We need some ID. What are you doing in this building? Blah, 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 blah. Like, and I'm like, oh, yo, you know, it's mine. We ended up having a real good report with all the police officers, and then they had their canine, and they're like, are you sure there's nobody else in the warehouse? And I'm like, nah, man, like, feel free to run your canine. And then they're like, oh, awesome, we would love to. And so, you know, they let their dog run through, and they're like, oh, thanks, man, he's a new dog. Like, we're really excited to use him. So we ended up having a real good report with each other. And I'm very, very, very happy to know that the police response, if anybody ever tries to break into this place, is insanely quick. And yes, I just changed my hat back because I'm sure somebody's gonna say something in the comments. I'm actually over here taking some pictures of our new biker tank tops. I'll show you the back. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe you guys can see the back. If not, head over to workforapparel.com and check it out. So today we've got a special guest coming on the channel. He's been a longtime follower of the channel, longtime subscriber, longtime Instagram friend of mine, and I know I've told you guys in the past in terms of social media, like I used to hate social media. I used to think it was weird. I'm the last guy that would ever be like, oh, I met this person on the internet and now we're gonna hang out. Like, that was not my cup of tea until I got into like the Instagram truck world. And let me tell you, some of the best friends that I have currently at the moment came from the Instagram truck world. And like we turned that many years of Instagram messaging, helping each other out with truck parts, bouncing ideas off each other. Same with me and Dmaxryno Jack. That's kind of how our friendship started. We both started at like essentially 0 followers on Instagram and no YouTube channels. And it just kind of happens to fall in line with the topic of talking about police officers coming and raiding the warehouse because, well, he's also a police officer.
Oh! What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? He's got it. What's up, brother?
How are you, man?
Nice to meet you, dude.
Good, man.
Dang, man, you're rocking some OG work for a gear right there, dude. Nice, dude. Say what's up to the channel.
You too. So on. How are we?
All the way from. Can we say where you're from?
We'll say big city, Pennsylvania.
There you go. All right, all right.
That's how we don't give away where I work.
That's a cross-country trip to fly out and come hang out with the West Coast boys.
Yeah. The East Coast.
Well, you know, I mean, I hate to say this, but West Coast, best coast.
Yeah.
So if you guys remember when we got the Work For It banner, that was the first thing we ever put up in the warehouse, and that was thanks to this man right here who had it made and sent to me. I think it was because he got sick of me not having any made.
I kept asking, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do a prototype? I'll buy the prototype. Just never did it.
And then he's like, well, listen, if you're not going to do it, can I have your permission to go make myself one? And I'm like, yeah, dude. And then the dude sends me one. Like, that's awesome, brother.
There's only 3 of them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
all three have
three have them.
I've got one in the
All
garage.
hung up in your garage, my garage, and
So don't worry, guys. We do have some coming soon. We will be dropping them on the website. First reactions.
badass.
Good thing, man. I love to see people's first reactions that have only ever seen it in videos or pictures.
Much bigger in person. Definitely
Right?
much bigger in person. First of all, I'm on camera, so, but I'm definitely speechless. Freaking.
You're doing well so far.
I know.
It's not easy.
I know, it's really
I don't
not.
think you expected the camera just to come out right away when you walk
I
in.
really did. Now I know all the guys, and now I know how Chris feels every time. It's weird.
Well, so you got your truck. What year is it?
16 GMC.
So you got a 16...
2500.
6-inch, 4-inch?
Neither. Leveled.
Yours is level?
Yeah.
I always thought yours was bigger.
Nope, leveled 20 by 10 with 33 12.5, negative 22 offset, hostile sprockets on a Cognito leveling kit with Bilstein 5100s all the way around.
What do we got under the hood?
HSP. HSP all the way. Check out John Slump over at HSP. I can only say that because I don't want to say partial sponsorship. Worked out a deal with them, pretty much got in touch, and don't know if you don't ask.
There you go.
That's the best way to do it, and that came from your videos right there. HSP full wide bridge delete, lime green all the way down to the air box and coolant tank. Hot piping, and I have the coolant pipe on the top is black with the HSP in lime green and offset a little bit. I feel like
the guy that doesn't want to be on camera
down.
just get over here gave his acceptance speech all perfectly. Well done, dude. Well done.
I can do all that. Talk about my truck, it's easy. I got the Edge CTS monitor display in the center.
Where'd you get that from?
That came from you, buddy.
Right?
All right, dude. So I gotta know. I'm driving through your town. How many things illegal do you spot on the truck? Let's see. I mean, I know we're completely different sides of the country, a little bit different laws over there, but what do we got?
I ain't pulling out the tape measure to pull the whose dick is bigger contest, so we ain't going there. You're allowed to say that on YouTube?
You're allowed to say that on YouTube.
No mud flaps. Obviously, that's a given. I ain't even looking for your little torpedo.
What are you talking about? I had an accident in Mexico. We don't talk about that.
Honestly, you're not much.
Really?
Nah, you're really not
Your town's pretty
we're
lenient?
pretty lenient. We're a big city, so you're not driving this through our town.
Won't make it out.
You never know.
In case you didn't catch that, he works in a pretty bad part of town.
Yeah.
Do you guys have fix-it tickets?
No.
So it's just like so let's say I get pulled over for mud flaps, what's that gonna cost me? Give or take, what would you think? Out here, it's $25. It's a fix-it ticket, which means you have to put them on.
Go to a license.
No, you have to go find a police officer, flag him down, have him sign off on your ticket that he sees that your mud flaps are put on, then you pay your $25 and mail everything in. How does it work where you guys are at?
Just pay the ticket, go to traffic court, pay the ticket. You know, townships are probably a little bit different as far as that goes. I believe they may have fix-it tickets in the township, which is your vehicle's not inspected, you have a ticket. You know, we're not as communists here.
It's true.
But we have much worse crime to worry about.
Have you ever driven a 14-inch lifted truck?
I have not.
I mean, we're gonna have to make sure we don't get pulled over for the no mud flaps.
I'll be the asshole that'll end up getting.
But you know,
you've probably never been. I'll be the first.
I'd be willing to hand that over to you, buddy, if you want to see what it's like to. You know, I offered to let him pull it out, but he wait, that didn't sound good. Offered to let him drive my truck out of the warehouse, but he said, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want that responsibility." So we'll pull the truck out here.
I am.
Are you ready?
I'm a little nervous, to be honest.
Have you ever driven on a California road?
No.
All right, so it's kind of like a minefield. The road sucks and the drivers suck.
So it's like driving in Jersey.
So, okay, perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so good luck. We'll survive.
We have insurance, right? We are insured?
I hope you do, I don't know.
Nah, bro, you got this.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, so low.
Sit so low?
Yeah, you got
Go straight. You're good. Yeah.
I'm impressed that it gets up and goes with these size tires.
Yeah, so you're running a deleted truck on 33s, and I always tell people, everybody says, why don't you, you need to re-gear it, and there's plenty of power there. Like, I'm not over here trying to be speed racer. I'm not towing 30,000 pounds behind me, so it's not, it's not the end of the world. To me, there's plenty of get up and go, and then the truck moves. And I think you'll be a good testament to that, being that you drive a deleted truck on 33s.
Yeah, definitely gets up and goes more than what I thought it was going to. It's the suspension is nice and smooth for how heavy it looks. I guess that's the word.
There you go.
Now here's a question for you. Do you drive with your exhaust brake on?
We're about to.
I'm going to say that was an odd feeling.
That stop made me a little nervous.
An odd feeling.
That stop made me a little nervous. Yeah.
That was an odd feeling.
You definitely have to stop ahead of time, a little bit earlier.
Without the exhaust brake. I'd never drive without the exhaust brake.
I mean, it depends.
That was definitely an odd feeling.
Yeah, the exhaust brake I feel like doesn't kick in as much as it should unless you're in tow haul mode. So certain times if I wanted to kick in more, I'll kick the truck in tow haul mode. That way I know it kicks in sooner at lower speeds. It typically doesn't kick on, for me at least. Hey buddy, when are we tuning that L5P of yours?
When I take out a second mortgage.
That is true. I mean, I think the cost would come down like $500 on that?
That's like $7 grand.
Yeah, so The L5P guys really got screwed over in terms of cost to delete their truck, and then like exhaust manufacturers are like stopping even making them or selling them in the. It's just absolute chaos. So I feel bad for you guys, buddy. I feel bad.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still fast without it.
Very smooth though. Very, very smooth.
You want to ride on the bump stops?
I don't have enough insurance to cover me for this.
All right, we'll go back up. We'll go back up so you can see.
Plus, I got to remember that you have wider wheels than I do, and
We barely.
those curves come up a little bit quicker.
Yeah, we barely fit in the lane over here. It's
California
It's probably not
lanes.
the best street to take
California
you on.
lanes, they're smaller than everywhere else.
Yeah, they. I don't think they like big trucks around here.
The amount of Priuses that I've seen coming out here.
So you're saying the myth is true? California's
Unreal.
loaded with Priuses.
Dude, how bad was it leaving the airport? That was
Pretty bad.
terrible.
I think all the
That was-
taxis are Priuses. Oh, look, there's one.
That was terrible.
Yeah, you really can't go anywhere in California without seeing like a barrage of Priuses.
Like, some be the one that'll fucking pull me over.
Oh, here we go. Let's see if we get pulled over.
Some be the one that'll end
Here
up
we go.
pulling me over.
Here we go.
I think he had a ride along. We'll be all right.
All right, ready?
I was gonna
Ready?
say you
You
were-
want a stink bucket? We'll shoot the back end all the way up.
Now I feel like I'm more at home.
Yeah, right. Now you can see. You can actually look down, right?
Nice, yeah.
It's quite the difference from being all the way down.
Now I might have to take the badges off my hood. That was like the only chrome I left on there was the Duramax badge.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at it going,
Hold on, the what badge? The what? The what badge?
The what?
The what?
The Duramax.
The Duramax?
Duramax.
Dormax. Dora the Explorer?
He's not here.
All right, you gonna pull it back in the warehouse?
No, I'm good. I watched you pull it out. That was sketchy enough, and I'm cringing even though you do it all the time. Where did you get one of these at?
Oh, so, you know, everybody thinks me and Carlos hate each other, but my good buddy Carlos gave me this. I don't know where he got it from. Carlos, if you're listening, buddy.
Hook up the East Coast with one.
There you
Greatly
go.
appreciate
Let
it.
everybody know where they got the little cover there for the
My
key
fob gets enough use, and it's starting to already fade on that lock button.
Make a shot, make a shot. You got it. Let's go. Oh, camera was on. Camera was on. He's literally made every shot without the camera being on. He was just talking about hustling Chris, and all of a sudden we can't even make a
I'll tell you
shot.
what, camera shock is real, man. Like, we can sit here and have an entire conversation and be perfectly normal. The camera goes on, and I'm like,
Well, Chris is on his way here right now, so we're gonna see. Maybe you and Chris will game of pig or something quick.
What's up, buddy?
what up?
Oh, hey Chris, how you doing?
Why you gotta park like shit?
I wasn't driving. I'm sorry. He was driving.
Why do you gotta park like shit?
What do we got there, Chris? What do we got there, Chris?
Just come from Mexico?
Carb exempt, but still causes cancer in the state of California. What's in there, Chris? Can you open it for me? So as you guys know, some parts fell off of the old Ford, the OBS, and one of the last things on there exhaust-wise that is super constrictive is the downpipe. And thanks to the good folks over at CP Addict, my downpipe has just shown up. We got Chris in charge of opening it here. Ooh, nice, nice. This is carb executive order number here. Maybe it is carb compliant, guys. It's longer than the downpipe on my Denali out there. But I'm super excited to be working with CP Addict. The guys over there are awesome, especially for the OBS trucks. Check them out. They're like seriously a one-stop shop for all OBS parts. So we'll be getting this put on the Ford soon, and we also have some other parts showing up. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well. Hey Chris, we got a little competition. We've got East Coast versus West Coast. Biggie versus Tupac right now. He wants to challenge you in a little game of horse or pig or whatever we got time for. Okay. You in?
Let's do it.
All right, Chris is taking the first shot. Here we go. And Chris misses. Let's see it. Here we go. One-handed. There it is. Let me wipe that sweat off of you. All right, here we go. Round two. Oh, and a miss. Chris is excited, everybody. Look at that big old grin on Chris's face. Oh, here we go. East Coast, up again. I'm telling you guys, it's weird. The camera really does this. It makes things hard, doesn't it? All right, Chris is going for it. Almost. And there we go. It is tied up. PP. East Coast, West Coast. I don't know if you're going to be allowed back on the East Coast after this game. All right, there we go, Chris. There we go. Chris with the shot. Beautiful shot. Laser beam. East Coast. Chris is warmed up. Better watch out. Here we go. Oh. PI. 2P. Chris isn't scared of the one-hander. Chris has this. Let's go, Chris. There it is. Chris with the shot. Oh, all right. Tie game. PI. This could be for all the marbles right here. Let's see it. There it is. For the game. Can Chris make it? One-handed shot. Oh.
Anybody want
I
to
gotta
thank?
thank you to all my sponsors, HSP Diesel.
Oh, he just made it.
All right, camera's on. Chris, make it again. No.
What happened to Chris? Chris, are you ready? Is this thing prepped to take off-road?
Ready when you are.
Well, guys, we're gonna wrap up this video. We're all gonna take off, get some dinner, let our man here enjoy his vacation on the West Coast. Some real nice weather, right?
No humidity, I'm loving it.
So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. That way you do not miss out on any future content, like all the stuff that we're gonna be doing to the OBS, because that is not the only parts that are showing up. CP Addict is gonna be showing a lot of stuff our way, so the OBS is gonna be looking nice and proper here very soon. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com. Check out all the new stuff that we just dropped on the website. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Roll the outro.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.